Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. Speaking of who, I don't think they're gonna be in this movie because if you don't know, the controversy behind the whole situation is that no, I think Melissa Barrera spoke out against the genocide in Palestine, and then they got rid of her because of that. Because you know who actually controls who actually controls Hollywood? We all know that, right? So of course, as a sign of solidarity, Jenna Ortega also walked off because she's like, okay, you don't support, you got rid of her for supporting Palestine, you gotta get rid of me too because I also support Palestine. And Jenna in general has been like one of the biggest advocates and biggest. She's been also very vocal about Palestine since the beginning, right? Right up there with Pedro Pascal, Mark Ruffalo, all these motherfuckers have been talking about it since minute one, ever since this genocide started happening. So the fact that they're not giving me the movie because of that reason makes me not want to watch it. But I'll tell you what, I will watch it. I just won't pay for it. I will not financially support this movie because they got rid of the actresses because they stood against genocide. So of course I'm gonna do another thing. I'm gonna do that. Okay, that right there. You see that flag up there? The black flag is not there for no reason. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Alright, like I already like Jenna Ortega, I already like Melissa Barrera. They are now both queens in my eyes because they decided to stand up for something more than themselves. You know, to prove a point and to really show you that they really do control everything. Right? And there's no free speech, and that's pretty much the end of it, you know? So I'll be seeing this in theaters. I will not financially help this movie. I hope it bombs. I will, however, watch it just because I've seen every other movie. I want to see where this is going. Although already the fact that Jenna and Melissa aren't in this is kind of disappointing. I don't want to see it anymore because I was kind of interested in the whole situation Melissa was in her character. Her being the daughter of Billy Loomis was really cool to me, you know? And she was really growing on me, you know? But now that she's not going to be in the series anymore, like, what's the actual fucking point? We're going back to who? We're going back to Sydney and Gail again. Like, how many times are we gonna do this? How many movies are we gonna make? We need a new generation. You can't keep bringing in old people. It doesn't make sense, you know? That being said, fuck the people who got rid of them. You know who you are, and you basically expose yourself to what you are. And you know what I say to that? Fuck Israel, Saddam number again. Fuck Israel, not a fucking friends. Fuck Israel, you know what got the time? Fuck Israel, free Palestine. Boom. From the river to the sea, we were never gonna stop saying this. Fire everyone in Hollywood. How about that? Because we are not gonna stop talking about this. All right? Because this is life, goddammit. This is what we do. Anyways, that being said, I'm curious because I do like the franchise, right? And I know the people who got rid of them aren't like the ones writing the shit. So I want to know, you know, where the story's going now because I've seen every other movie. I want to see where this one goes. All right? So, but like I said, I'm not gonna watch it in theaters because I don't want to financially support them because they like to side with child killers. So I'm not a big fan of that. Okay?